Objection!
Ladies and gentlemen, Axelon here from Enthusiasts.com. I am proud and so happy to be playing this game again. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I love these games so much. So, a little confession, this is actually the third recording session of this, for various reasons. None of them actually being technical. Well, the first one was technical. But we're going to play through this opening case for the third time. The first turnabout. So the first reason was because the volume was too loud. The in-game volume. Second reason was because the voices I did, they didn't really fit. So I'm going to give it another go. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Dawn, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh, hi, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Yes, I'm going to be doing this the entire playthrough. I don't care. For Ace Attorney, you need stupid voices. You do. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your clients as well. So Phoenix, I'm just going to use my normal voice, just because he has the most lines, and otherwise I would kill my voice. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Oh, it's over! My life, everything! It's all over, dude! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it, man! Like, I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick? Hey, Larry? Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty, man. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die, dude. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her, dude. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. Well, that and I owe him one. which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Dun dun, August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 2. Oh, his voice. His voice, I'm still not sure about. I need something that's like old, but senile. And kind of, you know, stupid. But kind of gruff, I think? Yes, court is now in session for the trial of, Mr. Larry Butts. I might change this voice, I don't know.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright. No, that's not him. That's not him. This is your... No. This is your first trial, is it not? No, that's like a weird Sean Connery. Like, I don't know. This is your... No. This is your... No. What if he's Yoda? Your first trial this is, Yes, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous. Conduct during this trial will no, I have to, like, actively think of how to talk like Yoda. That's not gonna be it either. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. We're going Sean Connery. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. This is the best Sean Connery impression. Yes, Your Honor. No. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew! I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Press tab, right bumper, because it doesn't show console controls except for the lower right-hand corner for some reason, okay? Remember to check it off and do it for me, please? I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Boom, here's the evidence. Boom, here's all the people. We got Winston Payne, Cindy Stone, Larry Butts, Mia Fey. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct! Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct! You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Well, thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammo you have in court. Use blah blah right bumper. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention, Phoenix. Didn't you go to lawyer school? You don't want to miss any information that might help your case. You'll get your chance to respond later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, dude! We were great together. We were like Romeo and Juliet, man. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just, like, stopped taking my phone calls and seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway, dude?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies, dude! I don't believe a word!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris till the day before she died.
Victim arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Like, what's sugar got to do with anything? You use that to, like, bake stuff, right?
Yes. Older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Ms. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die, dude. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and like when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this, dude. Let's just continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, dude. What's it to you? Oh no, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly? Or stop him? We gotta shut him up. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. I like his little eye twitch.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that proves he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, this is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawitz to the stand. Mr. Sawitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder.
Igor. That's who he is. He's Igor.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting over there.
He's a squirmy Igor guy. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against the testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
It's out from noon to 6 p.m.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? What is that? They didn't teach me that in lawyer school.
Okay, Wright, this is it, the real deal.
What do I do?
Why, you expose their lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying? Someone with a trustworthy voice like that?
Your client is innocent, right? That witness must have lied. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand.
I need a drink, hang on.
There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions in the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in their face.
Okay.
Open the court record with blah blah, point out contradictions.
So I'm not going to reread the dialogue that I've already read. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him.
I don't know, he just seems strange to me is all. Like he was mad, but frightened at the same time. Just like criminal fleeing scene of a crime.
The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. So what happened next?
Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this. I see. And what happened next?
What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it just human to peek?
Excuse me.
We climb mountains 'cause they're there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
So that bar, that blue bar at the top right, that's our, for lack of a better term, our health meter. When that blue bar goes completely red, we fail. Game over. No retries. Straight up, game over. Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all. There was blood everywhere.
I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes, I mean, no, nothing.
Okay, what happened next? You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police? What happened next?
The phone wasn't working.
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't.
But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you?
Oh, that I can explain. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside, tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public...
He already said that. Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer.
What time did you call again?
I remember the time. It was 1 p.m.
1 p.m.? Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
Seems really confident. So the game does this sometimes, like, when there's something that's off, something will happen. It's like, hey, player, what are you thinking? So what you do is, you look through your evidence, be like, wait, this person died at 4 p.m.